Hello everyone, Sonia here. It's been a minute since I've gone live, and I thought I would start today, since today is my first day making a concerted effort to put my health back in my priorities, and really get focused on strengthening myself again, because I was feeling very weak. And I'm very late for work, so I'm gonna try to keep this short. But this weekend had some challenging pieces to it. And what I've found is that now that I've had some time to step back from everything that happened, I try to look for the lessons, because otherwise I just dwell and I get stuck in the problem. I don't always learn the lessons right away, but at least I feel like if I can find one, then it wasn't for nothing. This past Friday I lost someone that I really, really loved, and that I really, really love, present tense still. And it was hard, and it is still hard, and it makes me want to cry again all over. But looking for the lesson, I'm realizing I need to start looking at the bigger picture. I don't know why this person died. I don't know why I don't get to see them anymore. And I want to say it was a horrible weekend. The whole weekend was horrible. Friday was horrible when they passed, and the rest of the weekend was horrible, but in reality it wasn't. I reached out and I spent some time with my family, and I spent some time with some close friends, and I went to meetings and shared about what was hurting, and I spent some time with my partner, and we talked and we talked and we talked, and there were good parts to it, and I see on Facebook a lot, because I'm always on Facebook, people saying I had a horrible day, and I had a horrible morning, or I had a horrible weekend, and like I said, I was tempted to say the same thing, but really when I took a step back, it wasn't all horrible. And I think that when we get stuck in generalizing, then that keeps us stuck, because everything just seems either not impossible, it's not the word I'm thinking of, it just seems too much. It seems overwhelming. It seems like it's just going to take over, but if we are able to take a step back, we can kind of, things get a little bit smaller when you step back and you're able to see the big picture. And I went to yoga this morning, and I was giggling because, once I start thinking of a lesson, or thinking that something that I want to focus on, I see it in different places. And so right next to the water fountain at the yoga place, it says, I don't know if I'm going to misquote it, but it's something to the effect of, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. And so I was like, oh, okay, so that tells me that I'm going in the right direction. And that's all. I just wanted to share that. So maybe, like, if you're having a bad time, remember, maybe it's a challenging minute, or I want to say that Friday was horrible, but it was truly just painful, and it didn't make it horrible or awful, but those are, the words that I get used to using, and it's not necessarily the truth. It was painful, and I'm going through some pain right now, but I have the ability to practice the tools that are going to get me through it, like talking about it, sharing about it, having the support of my family. And so I'm grateful to everyone in my circle. And I hope that this helps someone in some way. So like, it's a Monday. People like to trash Mondays. It's the beautiful start of a week. What can you make this week that will turn your day around, or turn your week around, turn your life around? I am on day 2 of Bikram yoga, and I just have to say it is amazing. And I really, really, really love it. And I really love how it challenges me. I love the things that the teachers talk about. A few of them, during class, there's just lessons all over the place, in discipline and in sitting still through uncomfort. They were talking about, I'm going to end this now because I really need to get to work, but the difference between discomfort and pain. Discomfort takes you in the direction of growth and change, and pain takes you in the direction of injury. So, just to learn the difference. And I was like, oh, a lot of things are uncomfortable, but they're not really painful. And I mean, yeah, and the discomfort is usually what makes me grow. So I am uncomfortable. But I know that this is going to help me grow in some way, and take a look at things in a different way. Processing the pain of this person's death has made me realize that I haven't forgiven myself for things that have happened, that I have done before, in my past. And so I'm seeing it as an opportunity to address that part also, because I thought I was over it. Apparently I'm not. But anyway, so gonna start going live again. Hope you enjoy the thoughts that go through my mind, and if you don't, then you can move on to the next post. But I hope you all have a beautiful morning, and if it's not beautiful yet, make it beautiful, because you have that power to do so. And that's all. Enjoy your day.